Once upon a time, there was a young man who worked in a factory. His mentor, an older coach, he taught him to be more economical with words. Act efficiently and never stop honing your skills in all aspects of plant operations. After 10 years, the mentor retired and the young man took on the role of coach. He continued to perform his tasks with the same dedication and diligence that he was taught. One day the young man visited his mentor, and the older man noticed that he looked unhappy. Curious, the mentor asked what was bothering the young man. Sighing, the young man vented, expressing his frustration at having followed instructions to the letter over the years. Even so, other colleagues with less experience and skills had been promoted, while he was still paid a low salary, similar to what he earned when he was an apprentice. The mentor asked if the young man was sure that he had become indispensable to the factory, and the young man confirmed it with a nod. The mentor reflected for a moment, and then suggested that the young man take a day off, using any reason you wanted. It was time for the young man to take care of himself. Surprised by the advice, the young man thanked his mentor and immediately asked for the break. When returning to work after the rest day, he was called by the manager for a meeting. The manager informed him that things had not gone well at the factory during his absence, and other colleagues faced many problems that would normally be solved by him. They didn't know how to solve them. Realizing its importance, the manager decided to promote him to the position of senior technician as a way of thanking and encouraging him to continue with the good work. The young man was grateful for his mentor's wisdom, understanding that this was the true secret of success. From that point on, whenever the young man felt that he deserved more than he was getting, he took a day off. And when he returned the next day, the situation was improving, bringing greater satisfaction. This pattern continued for months, until one day the young man discovered that he was prevented from entering the factory. To his shock, he found that his job had been terminated. Unable to believe what happened and not knowing what to do, he sought out his mentor to understand how things had gone so wrong. With wounded pride, he asked if he had followed all the instructions correctly. The mentor shook his head, explaining that the young man had understood only half of the lesson. With a metaphor, the mentor explained that no one pays attention to a lamp that is always on. It is only when it goes out that people suddenly notice and realize that they were taking it for granted. The young man had hastened to apply this understanding without listening to the second half of the lesson. The second half more important than the first. It was the realization that if a light bulb goes out frequently, sooner or later, it will be replaced by a more reliable one. No one wants a lamp that no one can rely on to provide illumination. The mentor pointed out that in life we have friends and family members that we take for granted. They're always there for us. But what happens if one day they are no longer present? We should not wait for that day to suddenly realize how important they are. We should be thankful today for the good fortune to have them in our lives.